Hello to wherever you are in the world today. I've been asked to do a review of my top 10 bats that I've ever owned by a forum member on the Custom Bats forum site. The member is Simon May5. Hello to you, Simon. He asked me on a post that I did involving the Lekker JBS HMX that I should name my top 10 bats that I own and do a review on them. There's much discussion on this on that forum. I've linked it underneath. You can go have a look there if you'd like. But I'm here now to do the video of the top 10 bats. You can see behind me here, I only have 9 bats currently being displayed. The reason for that is one of the bats that's in my top 10 that isn't behind me was actually broken and returned to Gray Nichols factory as it split about halfway down the blade and followed a cover drive. But we'll keep going from there. The bats, I've got all top 10 here. There's probably, I'm going to go through each bat and talk to you about each bat. I'm not going to give them a grading, but I'm going to at the end give you probably my top 5 bats. I'm not going to tell you in what order they are. I'm just going to go, these are my top 5. But we'll start with the close one here. This bat here, this is not a Hilrich Inferno. I want to point this out now. This is a Hammer RS. This is a nice bat that I received from Jason from Cricket Store Online. Some of you may be asking why is it stick it up with funny looking stickers. This is Hilrich Sports. These are my current sponsor, Hilrich Sports. When I was waiting on their gear to be ready as I was knocking it in and oiling it and applying scuff sheets, I stick it up some of my old bats so I could still promote their gear and still use their gear and get some photos for them to put on their website. But we'll continue on from there, as there's a couple of other bats in there that are also got Hilrich stickers on them. But this bat, Hammer RS, really nice bat. 9 grains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 grains. Very, very straight grains, almost blemish free, I think. I'm just going down the bat. Yeah, pretty much blowing through a couple little knots, but nothing too substantial. Quite thin edges and really full profile. Quite a nice bat. Picks up at about 2.7. I think it weighs about 2.7.5. From memory, I think that's what it was when it first originated, so it might weigh a little bit more than that now with a bit of oil in it. Bit about 2.8, but picks up at about 2.7. Really nice bat. Went like a train when I first got it, but it's obviously a couple of years old now and it's lost some of that early ping. Second one here. This is one of Hilrich Sports' bat. This is the Red Python. These were the bats I was preparing while I was getting the Inferno ready there. Sorry, other way around. These are the bats I was preparing while I was using the Hammer RS as stick it up as the Hilrich Inferno. Really nice bat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 grains. Perfectly straight. Really large edges, really full profile. Not a high spine, but a really full profile. There's not a lot of concaving on there at all. Really nice bat. Picks up a little bit lighter than what it is. I think it's about 2.9 from memory. So I think it picks up at about 2. I think it picks up like a 2.8. Should pick up. But yeah, definitely for the amount of wood in there, it should definitely. It's picking up at a 2.8 is a mystery to me. It is just an absolute gem of a bat. Moving on, this bat here, this is not a Kookaburra Ice, I stress this now. This bat is a Gray Nichols Nitro. This bat was a replacement bat given to me by Gray Nichols when I broke my Gray Nichols Viper, which I'll be talking about next. This bat, really nice bat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 grains, weighs in at 2.7. I haven't used this, I used this when I went through school. It was a really nice bat and helped me out very well through there. It's got a fairly nice profile, quite a high spine, a little bit of concaving, flat toe, quite small edges, hence why it's only 2.6. As you can see though, if you can hold that up there, some of you may see that handle is rather bent. It has started to snap. And obviously I can bend it back into shape there. You can see it's already started to split through the sticker on that side. It's also got a couple of really bad surface cracks down there. And I'm trying to hold together the shoulders as well. They've got a couple of cracks in them, so there's enough tape on there to repair the Great Wall of China. We'll keep going. The bat I was mentioning before, the Granny Nichols Viper, that was a bat I purchased when I was, just before I left school. Absolute belter of a bat, and unfortunately for me, it was a very, very sad day when I played a cover drive in the nets, and from about where that sticker down followed the blade completely snapped off, so I was only left holding about that. It was a really nice bat, had 8 grains, weighed in at 2.6, blemish free, was an absolute perler of a bat. We'll keep going. We've got the Gabba Sports, the Gabba Glide, really nice bat, weighs in at 2.8 3/8 of an ounce. I know that because I handpicked it myself and weighed it. Really nice bat, really high spine, a different profile to the other bats that have been on display. Quite a high spine, not the massive amount of edges. You'll see the PR logo there. Gabba get their bats from PR, and obviously they got the PR logo on them. Really nice bat. It's been rehandled once because of just how good the blade is, and that I will say that the handle has come back just as good as when it first arrived, which I was really quite surprised at, because you'll see on the next bat I review, it had sort of the opposite effect. But a really nice bat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 grains, perfectly straight. I got the fibre sheet on there, really nice bat. This bat's not a Hillrich Ace. This is an Albion AX 1000. It was a really nice bat when I got it from Albion when they were sponsoring me just after I left school. Really nice bit of timber, quite a number of stains in there, as you can see. Boom, 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 a couple of knots. But overall, the grains are pretty straight. I think there's 8 grains on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 grains on there. Sorry. Really nice bat. Was absolute train. Unfortunately, then broke the handle in it, and with exception to the Gabba one there, most rehandles you get will never come back the same as they were. So it came back. It was still a very nice bat, but not as good as its glory days. Next bat in question, the Clean Skin. This is a Lacquer RDX. This is one of the original RDXs that James had. This was made by TK himself, I believe, when they were still getting made there. Really nice bat, 13 grains, strip of hardwood up the edge. I'm just trying to repair this bat at the moment. I'll see if I can get a shot for you. You can see the giant crack in the top of the shoulder, and I'm trying to piece it together and keep this bat going. A really nice bat. At the moment it's only my net bat and a bit of a wet weather bat if I think it needs it, but apart from that, it's a very nice stick. Next one in the line, the Lacquer HMX JVS. I did a review on this a couple of days ago, a video review most of you probably would have seen. Very nice bat. I've linked it below in this video. You can see the profile there, big edges, 14 grains, big strip of hardwood. A lot more details gone into it on the other video, so if you want to take time to watch that one, you can. I'm not just going to brush over it quickly. Really nice bat, good pin, fitted with the Extrax Combi Players grip. Weighs in at 2.8, probably picks up a bit lighter than that, 2.7, and is I've got an Armatech sheet or whatever you want to call it. I call it Armatech, inbuilt fiberglass edges, and a clear front. Next bat on the list. This is the Kookaburra Viper Pro Players. I acquired this bat from a friend of mine who currently plays for the Queensland Bulls and is in the Australia A squad. He needed some bats cleaned up for him. He needed 4 bats cleaned up for him. I did another post on that as well, and he wanted me to clean them up for him so they could be nice clean skin bats for his tour, because he was going to put Kookaburra stickers back on because that's who he is sponsored by, sorry. And as a return, he gave me this bat, which is basically brand new. You can't really see in this light, but it's only had about 5 balls hit off it, and you can see that on the tech. Really nice bat, what we got, 13 grains I think it is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 grains, strip of heartwood down the side, weighs in at 210, which is a little bit heavier than what I usually do, but it actually picks up really well, picks up like a 2.7 almost, it picks up so light it is not funny. It's got a really nice shape on it, big edges, and it's really, really nice bat. I can't believe how well it actually picks up for the size of the bat. For the dead weight being 210, I couldn't believe it. Finally on the list, we've got the 666 Fusion. This is the TPX profile from Lecker or James, whichever one you want to refer him as. I refer to him as James. It's easier that way, you don't get confused with these 45,000 brands. We'll just get a shot of that one for you, nice and high. The bat is about an inch shorter in length for the blade and with an inch longer handle. I think this is more for 2020 cricket. It's also a bit narrow as well. I think it's about half an inch narrower than a normal bat, so 1/4 inch off each edge. Really nice. I use it in a couple of T20 games, a couple of school old boys games, and goes really nicely. It's only got 5 grains, got a couple of stains, up there, a couple of little knots all through it, but it's really a really nice bat. And I compare it with the Mongoose, but actually prefer it to a Mongoose. Used a Mongoose before. I think with everyone thought with the Mongoose that it was so short that playing a short ball was going to be the issue. I think with this, only with it being 1 inch shorter than a normal bat, you feel a lot more comfortable playing the pull and the cut and stuff like that. You're not going to miss the ball, it's not going to hit your hands and stuff like that. But in all, a very nice bat, great ping, and has come up really well. So these are the top 9 here, obviously the top 10, I don't have the other one. There are 5 bats in this list though I probably want to point out that are probably better than the others. I'm not going to number them, but I'm going to show you which ones they are. The top 5 would be the Hillridge Red Python, the Gabba. These are in no particular order by the way, these are just as I'm picking them off the shelf. The Kookaburra Pro Players, the Lecker HMX, and the Lecker RDX Envy. These 5, I can't really split them, but they're probably the top 5 I'd have. I can't split them between them, but they would be my top 5. I'm not going to try and split them because I think they're all got their different qualities and different characteristics. So it'd be pointless in me trying to name them because obviously all different shapes, a couple of different weights, different grains, different edge size, different spine heights, even down to different grips on them, how different grips make the bats feel, I know that. But nonetheless, they would be my top 5. So I hope Simon's got something out of this video. I'd like to see his top 10 bats. I'd like to see other people's top 10 bats as well and see what they can do. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm sure I'll hear from you guys in the not too distant future. Thank you, cheers.